This is a message for divine masculines tuning in. So you could be a divine masculine connected to a divine feminine, twin flame, or a very powerful past life soul connection. Immediately I'm being shown question marks. So divine masculines, if you're, tuning in and this part connects with you, this connection, this divine feminine, left you really questioning things, really questioning your choices, your life, your reality, your, relationships, your boundaries, all these things. But it also is giving me confusion, where I'm seeing like question marks above a divine masculine's like head, above their crown chakra. So it's giving me that like confusion. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what this is. Okay. Which oftentimes when we don't understand, or we don't know certain things, or we don't understand certain things, it can create fear. Okay. So, just take it how it connects for you, masculine. I'm going to start off with getting an oracle card from this Halloween oracle deck for you guys. I am feeling very called. I have divine masculines here on the channel, but I'm being called to channel out messages for the masculines at this time. So you could be divine feminine tuning in for a divine masculine as well. Okay, so clarity where there was confusion. Okay, interesting. So masculine, you're receiving more clarity around what once left you confused, what you didn't understand. You're now understanding. You're seeing things in the bigger, broader sense of things. You're seeing things from a higher perspective. You're tuning in with your gifts, your intuition, your telepathy. You're getting a lot of signs and synchronicities from the divine, from spirit, from God's source, about your life, about, your choices. It's really trying to guide you and show you where to go, what path to take. There's it's giving me like, there's this quote from Dolly Parton, and it goes something like, if you don't like the path you're on, pave a new path, or just change the path. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm getting here for you guys. So there's a lot of guidance, masculines, around your life, around your journey, around what is no longer in alignment, what doesn't feel right for you anymore, what is draining you, what is taking from you, what is sabotaging your peace, your inner peace, your peace in life, your happiness, all of this. Okay, so, and the divine feminine is this guiding light. The divine feminine in this incarnation is a guiding light, is what we call a way shower. They shine the light, they show the way. So this divine feminine is a guide as well for you. Okay. What I'm also getting is for you guys is that you have not been able to fully release this person. It's like, even if you have been dating, or you've been in a relationship, or you've been married, that was just like, those connections were just ways for you to learn lessons, and to heal, and to, surrender control, and just like, realize things, I guess. Okay. But since you met this feminine, they activated a lot of this stuff within you, which, was uncomfortable, right? Which, like I said, was caused maybe confusion, or left you questioning things, like, and not understanding the feelings that you felt with this person. So the first card out, okay, we have the owl spirit showing up, but it's about the dawn, the light after the darkness. So this is exactly what I'm look at you guys. Look what's on the bottom of the deck. Eternal love. Like, I just right now, I'm uploading a message that came through for Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine. And it was like, I've crossed oceans of time to find you, which is a quote, a line from Bram Stoker's Dracula. And Dracula speaks those words to his beloved eternal soulmate, Mina. The feminine, it's like you're now masculine in this place where you're seeing the light after the darkness. It's always darkest before the dawn. You're rising up. The owl represents, I mean, deep intelligence, wisdom, but it's also very intuitive. The owl sees all. Like the owls can actually rotate their head. Like they can turn their head, I think, almost like 360 degrees. I don't know. Don't quote me on that, but it's something crazy where they can basically almost turn their head all the way around. So they see from every angle. Do you know what I mean? Like they can see all around them. And that's what I'm getting with you guys, is like you're starting to see from this owl's higher perspective. Notice how the owl has wings extended. It's in flight. It's like it's rising up in flight, right? That's where you guys are at. You guys have been rising up in your consciousness. You're rising up in life. You're tapping into your spiritual intelligence and spiritual sight and wisdom. You guys have been moving through a dark period. Let's see all the clouds. You know, clouds represent, right, fogginess, cloudiness, confusion, right? So the clouds can actually represent like confusion, misunderstandings, you know, smoke and mirror energy, like not seeing things very clear because it's cloudy, right? Whereas when the sun shines through and the clouds kind of part, then there's that clarity, right? So Divine Masculines, owls can be significant. Maybe someone has, you know, owl spirit guides, spirit animals. You may have owls that come and watch your home, protect you, watch over you, you know, where often at night, maybe you go out and you can hear the owl, you know, hoo, right? Okay. Or maybe they actually come and like face your home or sit in a tree in your front yard or things like that. Okay. But it's like the owl spirit animal is a guide. It's showing up. It's also letting you know, like, you know, you're a confirmation of your own spiritual wisdom and your spiritual gifts and what your intuition is telling you at this time, which is the breaking dawn, which is the light after the darkness. Okay. So your feminine has been showing you the way. They've been a guiding light, through the astral realm. Maybe you watch them on social media. Maybe you've learned a lot from the Divine Feminine. They've mirrored a lot of that light to you, and they shined light on your darkness. You see, they shined light on your inner demons, your darkness, your shadow. Like, let's say this is a twin flame, then it would be highly activating. Your life has never been the same since you've met this feminine, this person, right? I'm hearing disengaging. So when the feminine shined light on your shadows, which is your deepest fears and insecurities and traumas and wounds and abandonment things and, you know, the heartbreak or the grief or the pain that you never fully processed or healed, Divine Feminine was an activator. Divine Feminine shined the light on these things, which was uncomfortable for you, which is why you pulled away, which is why it was triggering, and maybe you took off or you ran or you ended things or you just pulled your energy back, right? The Divine Feminine, they understand this journey. So they know all the things, because what I'm getting is like, you're at this phase, this stage, masculine, where you've risen up, you've spread your wings, you're taking flight. This is a new day dawning. This is the light after the darkness, all the things that this card says. But there's maybe still some fear, like, around, you know, trusting what you're feeling, trusting what you feel, and where you're feeling called, where you're feeling led and guided, or what you're feeling called to take action on at this time, maybe in regards to the Divine Feminine, this connection, etc. And what Spirit is saying and what Divine Feminine is saying, don't hold back. Don't hold back. Speak your truth. Okay. So if you're here tuning in as a Divine Masculine and there's a Divine Feminine, right, that you've been maybe wanting to talk to or reach out to share things, you know, new insights, things you've learned, how you feel, whatever it is, the Divine Feminine is saying to you, don't hold back. And I think you're getting a lot of messages about that too, like guidance, like I said, through synchronicities, numbers, music, song lyrics, you know. Maybe you're watching a show and then all of a sudden someone on the show has the Divine Feminine's name in the show, and then maybe they say something or someone says a sentence in the show or something that's very like, oh my gosh, like this is so in alignment, this is crazy. Don't hold back your truth, masculine, because this is an eternal love. And look, after that is the werewolf, which this feels like very masculine energy for me right now too, because it's about exploring the wildness. Okay, exploring the wildness within and not being fearful of it, you know, embracing it. And when I say that, I mean, it's like your true nature. It's your primal energy. It's very primal energy here with this, okay? And Divine Masculine, you guys, you hold a great deal of that primal energy, primal instinct, warrior type energy, you know, but you feel masculine. For many of you guys, you have felt untamed, uncontrollable, like you felt like a monster per se, okay, in different ways, where maybe you felt like you couldn't be with the Divine Feminine because, you know, you didn't want to hurt them because you didn't trust yourself, or certain things like that is what I'm getting here. But like Spirit is guiding you, Feminine is asking you to unleash that wildness, to connect to that primal energy, and to your gut instincts, which is your intuition. It's your higher self, right? The Divine Feminine does not see you as a monster. The Divine Feminine sees you as their eternal beloved. Okay, the Divine Feminine knows that you guys have been through many incarnations, that you guys have always been connected, and that no matter what transpires in the 3D, or you know, in your 3D reality between the two of you guys, the Divine Feminine has your back. The Divine Feminine holds space for you, holds love for you, compassion, kindness, nurturing energy for you. But at the same time, the Divine Feminine, just like these bones here, very strong energy. The Divine Feminine is not weak. The Divine Feminine, you know, it's like, don't mistake kindness for weakness, which, you know, that is the feminine. The feminine energy is an iron fist wrapped in a velvet glove. Do you know what I mean? It says love is love is love, and it transcends physical death. And it's funny because the video that I recorded, you know, that's, like I said, is uploading about, you know, the whole like Dracula thing. And it is that. It's, I've crossed oceans of time to find you through many lifetimes, through, I've known many deaths since then, you know, and nothing can stop this. Nothing can stop what I feel. Okay. You guys have both gone through ego deaths. You guys have both been going through the darkness before the dawn. And the Divine Feminine was just the one that kind of went first. The Divine Feminine is the one that just in this incarnation, in this lifetime, showed you the way. Okay. The Divine Feminine knows that this bond, this love is eternal. The Divine Feminine is also going through a breaking dawn where the light is shining into their lives. They've risen up. They are taking flight in other ways as well. Yeah, and what Spirit is saying, masculine, is that you're ready. Like, you second guess yourself or you doubt yourself about communication, about speaking truth, about initiating contact, you know, things like that. But that's, Spirit is saying, like, you know what to say, you know what to do. Don't second guess yourself, okay? It's time to explore the wildness within. Divine Feminine, like I said, does not view you as a monster. And then bottom of the deck here, as I look down, forgiveness with the white. What is that? Looks like a gardenia or something. You know what I mean? It looks like a gardenia to me, but I don't know. Okay, we have this beautiful white flower, forgiveness. The white flower represents the many layers and petals that we all have within. And it's about forgiving yourself, Divine Masculine, because that's what you guys have been really struggling with, is forgiving your past and to forgive yourself and to forgive others, you know, about certain things. But also this is confirmation that many of you guys out there, that you are holding in the palm of your hand this beautiful white flower that you want to gift to the feminine in regards to forgiveness. You know, I want to show you my true self. I want to be open with you. You know, I'm more connected to my divinity, to my purity, to my soul essence, my soul consciousness. I know that I have within my hands the ability to do whatever it is that I feel called to do, etc. Right? But reducing burdens. So that's what you guys are feeling called to do, masculine, is to look, to wait. You've woken up from the zombie sleep, you know, which is just, you've gone through an awakening. You're no longer asleep to your soul consciousness, to your God consciousness. You're in tune with it now, right? And that helps you release control. But there's some control here out of fear. And this goes back to what I said. It's about surrendering, releasing control. You've woken up from your zombie sleep. You're seeing things in a whole new light. See all the light in this card versus like the darkness here. So you're in the light now, okay? Even the owl is right in front of the moon or whatever. It's the light, okay? It's in front of the light. You're feeling called to reduce burdens by sharing, by opening up. What you feel for the divine feminine has become very heavy. It weighs upon you heavily. It's like something you think about all the time, and that can feel burdensome, right? Like, I need to get this off my chest. I need to speak my truth. I need to XYZ, you know? I need to surrender control. So you, again, it's like, you know, you're no longer in zombie land. We all, right? Until we go through an awakening, we're kind of like in that zombie sleep. And then once we awaken, everything changes, right? And there is a huge difference between, right, being, you know, like people say woke, right? Being awoken is not the same as woke. Woke is some, I don't even know what, new age, wannabe, you know, spiritual awakening bullshit, okay? Basically, you know, like people who call themselves woke are like 99.9% of what I've witnessed, they are like the farthest thing from truly awoken. They just call themselves woke, okay? So I want to be very clear because it's coming through where I feel for some of the masculine energies out there, because you guys have been going through this big death of the ego and releasing control and really surrendering and tuning more into your heart versus like your busybody mind and logic and thinking. So for some of you guys, you may, just as you are evolving in your spiritual experience and your journey, you may be confused about some of that stuff, like because you see people referencing woke and then maybe you watch readings or you see your feminine speaking of an awakening. It's not the same thing at all. Okay? Like going through an awakening is not something you can just, right, you just choose to do. It's something that is a part of your soul's journey and path. And you knew upon coming back to earth or incarnating in this lifetime that there would be a point in your journey where you would reawaken. You would wake from the zombie sleep of the 3D matrix, the systems, all the things. And the feminine helps bring light to that too. Like the divine feminine is someone who is busting down the systems. They are, you know, someone who's not in alignment with that. They see through the false 3D matrix. They're in tune with the divine matrix. And that is where you're at too. Okay. So, just be open, have your hand open. I'm open to receiving. And I'm coming from a pure place of consciousness, a pure place of the heart. And I do hope that the feminine, you know, is still open. I hope that the feminine is open to receive. I hope that the feminine, you know, forgives me for breadcrumbing or ghosting or leaving them on red or, you know, leaving them for so long without answers, you know, to their questions, just like you had questions, right? So, you know, in my humble opinion, if this is a true divine journey, you know, like let's say you guys are twin flames, right? Like in my humble opinion, there's nothing to forgive, you know, and I think most feminines do feel that way, especially here on my channel. There's been so much progress made on the divine feminine's end as well as yours, where, you know, the divine feminines, like I said, they understand this journey. I would bet, right, for most of you guys tuning in, you're already receiving signs and messages. There's a lot of dream activity, astral, in the astral between you and divine feminine as well. Meeting up in your dreams, sharing and talking in your dreams, opening up in your dreams, being, you know, together in your dreams, and, you know, a lot of sexual union in the dream realm as well. the butterfly. Card number 23 with the letter A. It's look at time. It's time, Divine Masculine. It's time. It's time. Look at that. Be open. It's time to be open. You've been going through a huge metamorphosis. You are now the butterfly. You've been in the stage of the cocoon being crushed and broken down. That's the darkness, right? When a caterpillar goes in for metamorphosis, when it's time for this transformation, caterpillar goes in, right? And they cocoon themselves, right? And they get crushed and they die, essentially. That's what happens. They get completely crushed and broken down and alchemized and they die. But they come back as the butterfly. As I'm specifically seeing monarch butterflies. Okay, so the monarch butterfly could be, you know, very significant. I'm also getting monarch, like a monarch. So for a lot of you guys, Divine Masculine, you guys are the monarch and you're stepping, that's the emperor. The emperor is the monarch, right? They are the emperor of their empire. And that's what I'm feeling for a lot of you masculines. It's taken a lot of time, but you're feeling more in your power. You're feeling back on your throne, okay? Dragon energy is coming through here too. So for some of you guys, Divine Masculine, you have, you know, you're maybe working with your dragons, but I feel it's just the dragons really protecting you right now. They're really helping to burn away low vibrational situations, people, energies like that. You know what I mean? Like the density. To help you fly high, to help you spread your wings, to help you feel lighter. Do you know what I mean? Reducing burdens and taking flight. It's time. Just like this card says here. It's time. Be open. Embrace the change. Evolution of the soul. That's an awakening. You have been evolving, okay, on a human level, you know, and on the soul level, you're evolving because of your connection to your soul. Okay, that's what I meant by an awakening versus people who say, oh, I'm woke, or the woke community. Like, this is polar opposite of that. Rising up. It's time to rise up, Divine Masculine. Inspiration. What is inspiring you? The feminine definitely inspires you, okay? Like, you've learned so much from Divine Feminine, just telepathically. And like I said, maybe you watch them on social media or online, or you know, maybe you guys have had conversations here and there through physical separation while you guys have been on your healing journeys, back to self. Reinvent yourself. And that's where you're at, Divine Masculine, the werewolf, right? It's like exploring your wildness, embracing your wildness, rising up above the earthly realm and the earthly, you know, all the earthly drama and crap that, you know, we all experience, right? Just being in this dense physical 3D realm, right? And adulting and going out and doing life every day. You know what I mean? You've risen above the earthly realm. Earthly matters. You're in tune with this eternal love. You're in tune with what you feel for the feminine. And for most of you guys tuning in, Divine Masculine, it is a mutual. It's reciprocity. The Divine Feminine also feels this bond. You guys have not let go of one another. Maybe in the physical, there's been no contact, or you've been right in physical separation for years, or a couple years, several years, or whatever the case, right? But neither one of you ever truly, right? Like, you guys have always felt connected, and it's grown stronger, in fact, right? So Divine Masculine, I'm here to tell you, you're not crazy. This is a beautiful journey that you're on. Yes, soulmates are real, right? Twin flames are real. It is a thing, okay? So yes, you are in alignment, reinventing yourself. You've been going through this beautiful transformation. Now you're showing up as the butterfly, spreading your wings to fly. You know, the caterpillar can't mate with the butterfly. So you had to raise your vibration. You had to go through so much stuff, you know, and balance and do different things, learn lessons, you know, see things in a different way, to go through this transformation. But, you know, Divine Feminine is a butterfly, and you're showing up as the butterfly energy now too, which is a great deal of confirmation here. So butterfly can mate with butterfly. Caterpillar cannot mate with a butterfly, right? So what it's showing me here is that you guys, the timeline that you're on right now is allowing this alignment. But you have to be the one. You have to be the one to bring this white flower forward. home, the house. The house is all about feeling like home. Home is not a place, it's a feeling. Okay, we have the King of Hearts, the number 4. You could be getting a lot of 555 or 444, 44, 55, stuff like that. You look at the clock, you happen to look at the clock and it's like, you know, 10:55 or 10:44. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. Okay, but masculine, you are feeling like divine feminine is where you belong. You're feeling like this belonging. You always have. You've always felt this magnetism, this connection, this longing. You may also be feeling very strongly that, right, that divine feminine is where you belong, or you guys belong together. You're home for each other. But you could also be manifesting, you know, not only physical union and maybe a life together, right, but like you know, maybe a marriage, you know, a family, having children. Okay, so I feel like masculines, you guys are thinking about a lot of this stuff. For some of you guys, this is completely new and different, because maybe you're someone who was like, nope, I never want to get married. Nope, I never want to have kids. Or nope, I'm not going to ever get married again. You know, whatever the situation and scenario is for you. But the divine feminine activated your heart chakra. Your heart is open for the feminine. Your soul, you're in a, you know, you're connected to your soul. So you're feeling things on that soul level. It's very different than where you were before, in the state of control and in the ego and just logically thinking and shut down with the heart in different ways, stuff like that. Okay. You want to have a home, a life with this person. You want to have, you know, memories with this person. You want to make traditions with this person, you know, holiday traditions, family traditions, vacation traditions. I don't know, it could be different things. But I'm also getting the word traditional with the traditions right here on the card. Winter could be significant to your guys' connection as well. We are in the fall season, and then next we have the winter season, of course, here in the Northern Hemisphere. Halloween is just like, I don't know, 5 days away or something like that. But, you know, my point is that it's getting colder outside. You know, daylight savings is almost over in like another week or something. But this is like the energy that you guys have been in as well. So maybe your birthday's in the winter months, or maybe you met the divine feminine during the winter, or maybe the last time you spoke was in the winter, or saw each other was in the winter, or last winter, or, you know, I don't know. I accidentally just knocked the cards down, and the card that like flipped over here is the head of the pack, which is you, divine masculine. You are the emperor. You're the head of the pack. You're the, you know, the one, see how he's like, right? Like he's also in snow, right? It's cold, it's snowy, as I'm holding up the winter card. So the winter speaks of being detached, hibernation, you know, contemplation, going within, silence, rest, self-reflection. And this is like all the things, divine masculine, that you've been tuning into. You've been, you know, in a hibernation mode. You've gone within. You've been doing a lot of deep thinking, soul searching about yourself, your choices, your life, about divine feminine. You've been thinking things over. There's something about the holidays. There's something about the holidays, maybe, you know, Christmas, I don't know, maybe Thanksgiving, I don't know, just like the holiday season. Feels like that's what you guys are intending, like by, you know, the time that, you know, we hit like the holiday season, which is literally like just, you know, basically like what, a month away. You know, here in the States, it's going to be Thanksgiving, and then that kind of kicks off, and then, you know, then there's Christmas, etc. But the end, you guys have gone cold. For some of you guys, you're with the head of the pack, you guys have gone cold with situations or relationships in your life. You guys have been also going through the winter, the darkness, right? Okay, the winter, everything dies off. The leaves, right, turn brown. The trees show us that it's okay. The trees show us the seasons as well. The trees show us, right, that it's okay to release. It's okay to let the dead fall, the old fall, right? So that when the springtime comes, the new can be reborn, right? So that's where you guys have been at. And that's what this very first card out is saying to divine masculine, is that the light after the darkness. I mean, this is, right, you've been moving through the darkness. You've been going through the void of difficulty, lessons, you know, healing, losses, grief, heartbreak, breakups, separations, divorces, whatever the case is. Maybe you've been, maybe you were at a job for too long that wasn't serving you and that wasn't meant to be in your life anymore. So the universe brought in a tower moment and broke it down some way where you lost your job or you're being moved or, you know, different things like that. Okay. But you guys have definitely been in this cold, wintry phase of life. And I think for a lot of you guys, it's been, you know, this phase for, or this season in your life for, I don't even know how long, you know what I mean? Like it could be years that you've been feeling like this, right? Where maybe you were in like a loveless marriage and just very detached and very, right? And you've spent a lot of time deep thinking. And now is the time where you step into that power of being the head of the pack. You're used to successful energy around you, you know, competition. Like when you go after something masculine, you go after it and you, if you want it, you get it. If you know, if it's a goal, you smash that goal. Do you know what I mean? You guys are used to winning, #winning, and getting things your way. So with the divine feminine, you know, it really showed a lot of different things for you, new perspectives, right? So right now you guys are feeling that. You guys are feeling like, I want to win. I want to be the head of my pack. I want to be the emperor. I want to take action. I want to move forward. There could be something about competitive energy or competition, or maybe you're feeling intuitively like I want to move forward towards my feminine or towards the feminine because I feel competition in the energy. I feel like there's people or souls moving towards the divine feminine, or maybe you've heard through the grapevine, mutual friends, or seen on social media, online, or something that maybe divine feminine has people interested in them or flirting with them, or maybe divine feminine just recently started seeing someone. Okay, it's gonna be different for everyone, but there's definitely like this drive to get it done, to finish first, to take the lead. Finishing first, take the lead, to dominate, but it's not like you don't want to dominate the feminine. You just want to dominate. You want to dominate where there's fear. Okay, that's what I'm getting. It's like you are taking that lead and wanting to dominate your own inner demons, your own fear, anything that like, you know, that you just know like isn't right, like in alignment with you. You're feeling very motivated right now. Alpha male. Yeah, so if you are a divine masculine, you know, man, which for most of you guys, it's probably going to be the case. Although, yes, there are divine masculine, because we all hold feminine and masculine energy. We all have the yin and the yang within, right? So you could be a woman who's just been in the masculine, you know, dominant masculine energy, right? So just take it how it connects. But this is, you're very persistent and you have a will to win right now, masculine. Like, this is your driving force right now, divine masculine. And this is the guidance too. So just know that if this is you, if you're feeling this, if you're feeling the call within, if you're getting signs and messages and you're having dreams and everything's showing you and pointing you like, you know, yes, I want to take charge. Yes, I want to move towards divine feminine. Then that's the guidance. And this is just confirmation, further confirmation for you. Okay. So I'm going to wrap up this reading, you guys. Let me know in the comments how this connects with you. You know, even if you're divine feminine tuning in, this could be confirming for things you're picking up on and feeling with your masculine. But this is a message, a guidance, spiritual guidance message and confirmation message, an insight message for divine masculines. And, you know, I have to apologize because I don't hardly ever do guidance readings for divine masculine. I'm always tuning in to divine masculine, divine feminine connection to see what's going on, what's happening with divine masculine, because predominantly there's many divine feminines that have been led to my channel first. Do you know what I mean? So, but anyway, Spirit was very clear today, like, Erica, you have to record for the masculines, which to me translates to, Erica, there's a lot of divine masculines tuning into your channel, being led to your channel, watching your channel, or that are going to be coming to the channel soon, and they need this message right now. Okay, so I promise, masculines, that I'm going to be doing more messages for you guys as well. Okay, so let's just get one more. Let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we have 4. Okay, so 4 from the first Oracle deck. I'm going to get one more, though. I want to get 5. I'm being called to 5. The fixed middle. Okay, interesting. All right. Okay. It says, like being in the middle of the season. It's like being in the middle of the season or in the middle of something, okay? Purpose driven, okay? It's like this card literally has the word driven. And then this one is purpose driven, confident, gets it done, secure, bold, brave. But it also says stubborn, you know, conservative, you know, things like that. So it's like you've been in the middle. That's what this is saying, masculines. Like, okay, so again, more confirmation for you guys that know you're not crazy and that, yeah, this is normal and you're right on track, okay? If you've been feeling, this goes back to what I was seeing earlier with the question marks and the confusion, where you've been stuck in the middle, where it's like, I want to do this, I want to be brave, I want to be bold, I want to, you know, take the lead, I want to, you know, be the emperor that I am. But it's also, you know, the last time we spoke, I ghosted or I breadcrumbed or, you know, so it's kind of scary for me to move forward or reach out. But I'm getting all the messages and signs to do so. And I feel it in my heart and soul, that, you know, this is where I belong. For some of you guys, you do have a home dynamic. Maybe you were living with someone or married. And that's something that you've been working through and ending. Because on this card, the winter card, it literally says the end. Right at the end. No, just let it be. And I think that's what you guys have come to conclusions with. But I also think that for some of you guys, that's like what you've been battling within, an inner battle of like, I want to take charge. I want to reach out to the divine feminine. I want to speak a truth, or I want to, you know, make contact or initiate something here. But I go back and forth. I get stuck in the middle of being bold and brave. And then, you know, but then also there's that stubborn energy. Okay. Because, you know, you second guess yourself and you go, man, maybe I should just let it be. Oh, it's already this much time has passed, or we haven't spoken for this long. You know, I don't want it to be awkward, you know, the distance, the time, it's going to be weird. Okay. But you talk yourself out of it. And that's what I meant earlier, or that's what, you know, it was about, like reducing the burden, forgiving yourself, like stop judging yourself about your actions from the past. Just heal it, bring balance to it, you know? Reach out, speak your truth to the divine feminine. That will bring balance. That will bring healing. That'll bring, you know, truth to both of you guys, you know? Okay. So to end the message, I'm going to pull a couple tarot cards. We're just going to see what the tarot wants to say here. So I love you guys so much. Thank you for tuning in, to all my divine masculines and divine feminines tuning in as well. But this is, you know, this is your message, you guys. Like, you're right on track. And because you've been going through such powerful death of the ego, it is hard to release that control of everything that you've always known to be true, and just certain things that you've always seen a certain way. Like, you start to see things differently. You start to feel differently. You start to see things on a completely different level. And that can be really difficult to integrate, you know, because it's very different. And we've all been there. We've all been there, where we felt like we were losing our damn mind. Am I crazy? Like, is this real? Like, you know, because we were taught to not believe in these things. We were conditioned to not believe in magic. We were conditioned, you know, that, you know, whatever, right? It's just like, oh my gosh, you know, you have to work hard to get somewhere in life. And yeah, you have to put in effort. You have to co-create with the universe, with God, right? But the universe has our back, right? Like, if people knew about the law of attraction, if people understood how it works, if people understood the laws of the universe, right? Many people would be living very differently. And that's where you're at right now, masculine. And that's where divine feminine has been. Divine feminine is a conscious creator. Divine feminine is a master manifester. Divine feminine is, you know, is manifesting from their heart and soul, you know, from a place of humble energy and humility, you know, instead of a place of greed and ego and like, you know, me. It's like that, okay? All right, so we have the, oh my gosh, it's dark. Two of Wands. Okay, I'm like, I thought it was Two of Wands. The Two of Wands is all about setting intention. It's about planning, setting intention, you know, mapping out your next moves. And then, you know, then it goes into the Three of Wands, right? Three of Wands is about your ships arriving, things happening, manifestations hitting, stuff like that. So right now, masculines, it's just confirmation that you guys have been in a planning stage. You've been planning, you've been reflecting, like this other card said, okay, about this eternal love. okay? And you really do feel called and guided to tap into that primal energy and to be, you know, and to explore that wildness. It's about stepping out of your comfort zones. It's about letting yourself be seen, you know, truly seen, and not just showing up in the way you think people want you to show up or people are expecting you to be and act and show up as. This is about living your truest life, truest self. And the Divine Feminine holds the space and allows you to do that without judgment, without ridicule. And the Divine Feminine holds unconditional love for you. Planning, taking action on planning. What are you planning? Bottom of the deck, Judgment. The Judgment speaks of resurrection. It's bringing something back to life. So Divine Masculine, you guys are planning to resurrect this eternal love. To take the lead. And that's what Spirit is saying. It's like this message is a green light for you to go ahead and do that. Okay? Like, stop second guessing yourself, right? If you're asking for signs and praying and like, is this the right thing? And what should I do? And should I reach out, or should I make contact, or, you know, should I, whatever, right? This is your message of yes, or it's another message of yes. Okay. This is all in the name of love. Okay, because it's unconditional love. The Queen of Cups, there's the Divine Feminine energy, but this is also the love that you hold for the feminine. You want to resurrect this because you're tuning in. You feel the unconditional love. You want to connect to that, reconnect to that, explore that. But you also want to bring this cup of love to the Divine Feminine. You want to resurrect something with the Divine Feminine, and that's what you're planning. Beautiful. What's this card over here? I didn't see this fly out. Page of Wands. I love it because the Page of Wands speaks of a messenger. It's communication. So you're planning to resurrect, you know, something between you and Divine Feminine. You're feeling this deep, profound, unconditional love with feminine. You're feeling the unconditional love from the feminine as well. There's just something within you that says this person loves me, and they're going to, you know, support me and hold space for me. You know what I mean? Page of Wands is an adventure. Page of Wands is fiery. Page of Wands just goes for it. Even before they feel ready to go for it, they're just like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to go for it, right? But it does speak of a messenger, okay? Pages back in the day, right? They were messengers, okay? The sunflowers could be relevant. Mountains could be relevant. And then again, look at that big, beautiful, warm, glowing sun lighting everything up here, okay? So there's a lot of clarity for you. There's a lot of things lighting the way for you. There's a lot of happiness that you feel when you think of Divine Feminine, or memories with the Divine Feminine. You know, things that maybe have been spoken between you guys, pictures you shared, or just whatever it is. It's very nostalgic, very like the memories here, okay? But there is a great deal of happiness that you feel when you connect with the Divine Feminine, which is why you want to resurrect, which is that deep Queen of Cups love. This is the most love you can give or feel for another person or experience. She's the most love. That's what she represents. Okay, I know a lot of you guys tuning in, maybe you just started watching tarot, or you're just learning about it, or you were just guided to it recently, or not, you know what I mean? So, you know, if that's you, that's why I always share, you know, because I never know who's tuning in. But I can feel it in this message. There's a lot of new souls being guided here. That's why. So I'm here for feminine and masculine. Okay? It's time to reveal yourself. It's time to reach out. It's time to honor the eternal love that you feel here, okay? And to bring something back to life, all right? Through communication. Judgment speaks of communication, okay? So, all right. So I'm gonna end it here. I'm just gonna get a message here, just to see, okay, like what comes out. Okay, so this is like from the masculine standpoint, speaking to the feminine. I have always clung to material things like money, work, notoriety, quick fixes, karmics, sex, etc. But now I want a deeper, meaningful life. Exactly. And that is exactly what happens when you go through spiritual awakening. There's a depth, there's a deepness, a soul depth, right? As opposed to the artificial connections or the karmic connections or do you know what I mean? The shallow connections or situations or ways of thinking. It's like, it's deep. Now you want deep. So that's like what you're wanting to share with the Divine Feminine. And then the bottom of the deck here, it says, my new states of consciousness has me seeing my life expansively. Exactly. Exactly. So where you guys are at, like on a, you know, as far as like your awakening, your ascension, okay, like you're seeing things in a completely different way. You're seeing expansively beyond the horizon, where before maybe it was just very boxed in, very one way, you know, like, nope, this is how my family does it. This is how my parents did it. This is how I'm expected to do it. This is what I'm used to. Now you're seeing beyond that, okay, where this love is inviting versus triggering. Okay. All right. And then last one, I have recognized that what I feel for you is unavoidable. So yeah. And then see, it goes upside down. So that's the end. Masculine. You guys have come to that conclusion. It's just like something has to be done here. So I'm going to step up. I'm going to take the lead. And that's exactly what you're being guided to do. So I love you guys, mi amores. There will be more messages coming for the Divine Masculines. So just stay tuned. Definitely be sure to subscribe. I've got your back, just like I have Divine Feminine's back. I'm trying my best to channel and guide and lead and coach and teach however I can to help others remember their power, to help others trust their gifts, their intuition, to say truly and honestly, you don't need me. You don't need anyone else out there, because you house and hold your own psychic gifts and channeled messages and things like that, right? But, you know, connecting with others like myself, right? Locking arms with others like myself, right? It does help, and it brings confirmation, and that helps you in the long run to trust what you're already feeling, right? If you want to work with me, connect with me one-on-one, whether it's through, you know, a general psychic mediumship reading, a past life Akashic record reading. I do a 1-hour channeled goddess channeling with Goddess Isis and Mary Magdalene and any other spirit guides that want to come through for the client. I do a 1 to 1.5 hour intuitive quantum energetic healing session, which is very beautiful, very powerful. And it's tailored. Each person is going to be different. Yeah. So anyways, all the options are below. Just send me an email and we will get you guys set up. Thank you again, mi amores. I honor you on your journey, Divine Masculines. You've got this. You are in alignment. Okay. Trust in yourself and all will be well. All right. And know that the feminine is open to receiving. The feminine is open to receiving. If you're being guided to move forward or take the lead or take action, okay, Divine Feminine is open to receiving. Okay. Even if they've maybe moved forward, maybe if they're like, you know, there's something here where you guys just need to talk. All right. So have a beautiful day. I'll see you soon. Happy Halloween. Happy Scorpio season. All the things. Namaste.